What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. We are here in Arizona, and I'll be at the game today. San Francisco Giants will be taking on the Los Angeles Angels. So far, spring training it's been fine, pretty quiet, nothing major so far. Just been waiting for some of these big names to sign, and one of them just has. Cody Bellinger, the first of the big four Boris agents to say, you know what, dude, sign me a deal. I'm going back to Chicago. We're not going to wait forever for $200 million because, to be honest, it ain't happening. Not even half of that is happening. It ends up being a much more appropriate 3-year, $80 million deal, and Cody Bellinger is coming back to Chicago, and this is appropriate. I mean, Cody Bellinger had a solid year. I don't even know if he had a $200 million season, but even if he did, you'd have to expect him to repeat that almost every season or something close to it of this huge, massive $200 million deal. That's just asking too much from teams. But a 3-year, $80 million deal certainly makes a lot more sense for a dude who's coming off a great year. 26 homers, 307 average. He drove in 97. He even stole 20 bases, and he plays great defense out in center field, covers a lot of ground. He had a 4.4 WAR last season, and he finished 10th for the MVP. He had a phenomenal year, and a year that should convince teams to pay him a little bit. $80 million is nothing to sneeze at for 3 years. That's well over $20 million per season. So I would say that this is appropriate. And if Cody Bellinger goes out there and plays well, then he'll get to sign another big deal, or maybe he'll have an extension. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of opportunities for talks of an extension, but he's going to earn $30 million this year, $30 million next year, and $20 million in 2026. I mean, I think that for that great season that you had, considering that you had so many poor seasons before that with the Dodgers, it was almost at the point that you were almost minor league contract status, and all of a sudden you have a very solid year. This is more than appropriate, and if Bellinger's the real deal, he's figured out his swing, and he's not going to go back into a slump, then he'll play well for these 3 seasons and get to sign another big contract, still fairly young. So congratulations to Cody Bellinger and Chicago Cubs fans. A lot of Giants fans are emailing me and messaging me like, dude, what the heck, man? Why didn't the Giants sign it for just 3? First of all, even if the Giants made this offer, they probably did. He's probably still going back to Chicago. I'm assuming taxes are a little better over there in Illinois, but he just had a great year over there in Chicago. He knows his teammates. He's comfortable over there. So why would he come to San Francisco unless we not only matched it, but actually beat that offer by giving him something like 4 years, $120 million, or something, closer to what they were originally looking for, at least. Maybe 5 years, man. He would have had to have gotten a much better offer. So I'm not too worried about it. But would I have been happy to have him? I've been skeptical on Cody Bellinger this whole time because of just the fact that he had some terrible years. He's kind of up and down. And some of that could be because of injuries, but I'm very skeptical to pay him like he's going to perform like he did last year every year. But if it's for 3 years, $80 million, I wouldn't have complained. I wouldn't have complained if the Giants signed him for this contract. So I think it's a good contract, a good deal, and congratulations, Cody Bellinger returning to Chicago. But we're here in spring training. I'll have some reports here throughout the next few days and what I'm seeing so far. Like I said, it's been pretty quiet spring training. It was 0-0 game. I didn't go yesterday to the Rangers-Giants game. I went to Arizona State instead, which I'm glad because it ended up being a 0-0 game for the Giants. But I'll be there today and definitely tomorrow as well for the Mariners, and keep y'all posted and what I'm seeing. And so far, like I said, very quiet, but Logan Webb looked decent. Always kind of shaky in early spring training. It's hard to tell with pitchers, but we'll see how things go. And we'll also keep an eye on these remaining free agents, and we'll see where they end up. But let me know what you guys think of Cody Bellinger returning to the Cubs. 3 years, $80 million. And a few other signings as well have been happening. Tim Anderson, a guy who I was looking at as a shortstop, I thought we should sign him, but the Giants weren't interested. He went to the Miami Marlins on a 1-year deal. Mike Ford to the Reds, former Giant as well. He spent a couple days here. And Jurickson Profar back to the Padres. Kyle Garlick, former Dodgers prospect, is heading here to Arizona. So news are happening. Teams are forming. Derek Law, old friend, heading to the Washington Nationals. So let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you next time.